Passage 30, Climate Change Project. The senior ecology class had been assigned a school project, and Ellen had been tasked with the subject of climate change. It was almost unavoidable that Ellen was feeling a little nervous. However, that she was completely prepared was no surprise. Ellen had been closely following the effects of climate change both on the news and online. The fact that her school had been teaching climate change in the first place was proof of how progressive it was. It was obvious how the climate changed over the last 100 years, but why climate changed so drastically was a mystery. It is extremely hard, if not impossible, to carry out experiments on global climate and get reliable results. Ellen decided a diagram would be the best way of teaching the effects of climate change on the Arctic. However long it may take, Ellen was determined to make her project the best in the class. Ellen's father promised he would help her build her diagram. Whether or not it turned out well was entirely up to Ellen, however. They began by sketching a very big picture of the Earth as the background, then attaching pieces of white fabric which would represent sheets of Arctic ice. Above the picture of the Earth was a light bulb, which would represent the sun. Whenever the bulb got brighter, little pieces of the fabric would break off from the larger piece. Whichever pieces of fabric that she colored blue would in turn represent melted ice. On the day she was to present her project, Ellen decided last minute to include an informational video. What the video discussed were the numerous substantial and deeply negative effects of climate change. Whatever the students paid attention to, they were sure to understand climate change by the time she was finished with the presentation. The teacher asked which student would like to present first, but no one raised a hand. Everyone was nervous, so he decided to try something different. Whoever presented first would be given 5 extra points on their project. With that, at least 10 students raised their hands, all of them now eager to present first. 2 students presented before Ellen, and after Ellen presented hers, the class applauded. What the teacher gave Ellen after her presentation showed Ellen that even her teacher might have learned something new from her presentation, because the teacher gave her an A+.